this is the pinnacle of. Dave Workman just walked out and has given us some static. No, Dave, you're interrupting the middle of the play. It's 2 yards, goal to go. You know. Dave's talking about watching the news this morning about the Pope's plane taking off. We're live. We're live streaming this. We were kidding Dave last night that he left the reception, and I go, or no, before the reception, we were talking to him downstairs, and the comment was, yeah, Dave's going to go write 3 articles before we actually start the reception. He's a professional journalist. He does this for a living. He does it with a skill and precision that we don't bring.
We're gonna go ahead and get Dave Workman on the microphone here. Good to have you here, man. Good to see you.
Well, at my age, it's really good to be seen anywhere, you know. This is, I think, my 15th one of these, or 16th or 17th.
So you've only made it half the time.
Yeah.
You get half pay for that?
Well, yeah, I think so. But, this is really a landmark one, a 30th annual. I don't think when Alan cooked up this idea, he ever thought this was going to happen. And, he's got something to really be proud of. We got a packed house in here, and they're lined up out in the hallway. So I think we're going to have a pretty good time.
I'm excited, and I know what to expect for a bunch of the new. It was great to see so many people, not only from Arizona that drove in, but people from all across the U.S.
Oh, yeah. I did a column this morning at Examiner.
See, told you.
Yeah. Well, there you go. At 5 a.m., right after the fire alarm went off. This was a thing where I got to note where people came from. There's somebody here from Maine, Massachusetts,
Minnesota.
Yeah, there's quite a few people from Minnesota here, Georgia, Florida,
right?
The Pacific Northwest. I just got through talking to a couple of guys that came down from Seattle. So this is a big deal. A lot of people came to this, and I think they've got a good reason to be here.
Anyone have you seen from Puerto Rico?
No, not yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if somebody came through the door from Puerto Rico.
Right. Especially given all the news they've had in the last few months.
Yeah, and I know Alan Gottlieb had a little bit to do with that. So, I'm delighted at the turnout. It's really gratifying to see you guys here covering this event. It really is. Doing a live stream like this, I think this is the first time this has really ever happened.
I remember they had live video, but I think it was canned, and this time it's one and done. It's live. Yeah.
Yeah, well, no, this setup you've got is really remarkable. You guys are doing 110% here already, and we haven't even started here. So,
but I was just mentioning, for you it's old hat, but as I walked up to get some hors d'oeuvres last night, there's Alan Gura, there's Freddie Reel, Alexander Rubian, New Jersey Second Amendment Society. What an all-star lineup! And they're all just sitting there going, oh, is that too spicy? It's like,
well, it's kind of interesting for a lot of people who attend these things, because this really is a gathering of the who's who of firearms rights, and there are so many people there. I know there are a couple of NRA board members here. We've got, as you say, Alan Guru is here. I think John Lott is going to be here. I haven't seen him yet, but I think he's coming in probably this morning. I anticipate some really big names showing up here on the dais here before this is all over with.
Well, sure.
Well, and what I like the best about this is not only are the big names here, you can walk up and talk to them.
Yeah.
It's amazing to me that I walked in yesterday morning. First person I seen was Alan Gottlieb. And I got to have a 2-3. I didn't want to take up his time, but I got to have 2-3 minutes with Alan Gottlieb.
So I bumped into 2 lawyers who were here for the first time, and they go, "By the way, that's Alan Gottlieb," and they go, "Alan Gottlieb? You mean like Supreme Court?" I go, "Yeah." They go, "Over there with the thing halfway hanging out of his mouth." "Yeah, the guy." They go, I can talk to him. I goes, well, you can talk to him. I just go over and listen. But yeah, if you can talk, go.
Well, I've known Alan for, gosh, a long time, and he's just a regular guy. You can talk to him, and it's neat. Alan Gura is here. He's just a regular guy too, but they just have interesting jobs.
Well, they deal with some fascinating and extremely important issues.
Yeah, and I think these issues are important to everybody in here, which is, that's important. I don't think they consider themselves celebrities. They consider themselves guys that are doing interesting jobs. Like me, I've had people come, oh, Dave Workman this morning. Yeah, I was this morning. It's been an interesting job for me when I came over to the Second Amendment Foundation back in 2000, right about the time of the election, when it was Bush versus Al Gore. That was an interesting time to walk through the door and sit down and start pounding a keyboard. But I've enjoyed it. It's something to look forward to every year to come to one of these things. And for the person who is here brand new, it's a real eye-opener for them.
Yeah. Well, I just forgot the guy, the judge from Kansas just walked by. I was just going to look up his name. John, do you remember?
No, I know exactly what you're talking about.
You mean Phil?
Yes.
Yeah, I served with him on the NRA Board of Directors many years ago.
Yeah, Phil Journey.
Yeah, Phil Journey.
Yeah, and when I met him for the first time, I go, "You do what? You a judge? You wow! You just
yeah." Well, I think we're getting.
Yeah, we're getting ready to crank up. Live viewers, we're going to go ahead and pot our mics down. We're going to go to the live feed from the dais. We will be back at first break at 12:15 Central Time. And everybody, thanks for tuning in early. And here we go with the live stream.